What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bring the Thunder podcast post-game recap, where the Thunder lose today in probably the most disgusting fashion I've seen in a while. It is only game one, but yeah, Thunder lose 121 to 119 at home in game one against the Denver Nuggets to a pretty much buzzer-beating three-point shot by Aaron Gordon, which Thunder fans should be accustomed to because it'll never be the best player on the team that beats us. It's always going to be someone else. But yeah, I mean, absolutely disgusting loss. I was texting my buddies the whole second half saying, we're not allowed to win this game. I don't think we were allowed to win that game at all. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what Satveer and I have been talking about a lot throughout the regular season. Coaching. It comes down to coaching. And, I said I had my doubts. I had my doubts with this coach. I know it's one game, but I said he did it in the playoffs last year. He was a little questionable, and I could tell you right now I'm very upset with Coach Mark Daigneault. The fouling made no sense to me. I could get the fouling after like 3 or 4 seconds come off the clock, but we were fouling like we were down by fucking 7 with 30 seconds left. We were fouling like we were the losing team. We wouldn't even let half a second get off the clock before we fouled.
Dude, it makes no sense. Why are we not running down the clock? We're up 3. We have the 2 timeouts. We have the timeouts. And the crazy thing is they don't have timeouts. They can't advance the ball. We'd love to start with the start of the game, but we have to start with this because in all my years of watching NBA, and I've watched since 2012, like religiously, 82 games, seasons, everything. I've never, ever seen a situation of an NBA team ever. This is like a high school level coaching job in the second round series.
Yep.
Like you cannot foul in that scenario. The scenario that Mark's thinking of is there's 3 seconds left and we foul there.
Right.
And then they foul us and then the game's over because, we make our free throws.
Right.
Cool. You don't foul with 2 timeouts and there's 11 seconds left. We understand we don't want them making threes. Even if they made a 3, we have the timeout to take the last buzzer-beating hitting shot. Right. We have the opportunity to end the series or have the game at least at the very bare minimum tied. You don't do that in that scenario. That wrong read fully 100%. Like,
and another thing with with these fouls is on top of we had the timeouts, we were up. You're fouling after 0.2 seconds being off the clock, which makes no sense. Another thing is they didn't have Jokic in the game. They didn't have Jokic in the game when we were at
timeouts. Helped them get Jokic back in the game too.
We fouled to get Jokic back in the game. They didn't have him in the game. The game was over. All you have to do, if you want to take the foul, let them dribble it to half court. They can't chuck up a half court shot. They're not going to call that a shooting foul. They're not going to. For you to be fouling as soon as they inbound the ball, disgusting. Another thing with the challenge, Shea did foul him. Shea goes to coach and he goes, don't challenge it. Don't challenge it. I fouled him. And he challenged it anyway. This guy is...
That's a bad challenge.
And this guy was clueless all night.
Yeah. And then he's
Don't get me started on the rotations with Wiggins again, because Wiggins was playing super well in that first half. And then he goes missing in the second half again. He's resting Shea and Chet while Jokic comes in with 10 goddamn minutes left in the I got to calm down. With 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's a joke. We're going to say welcome to King Capers.
No, I don't need no fucking welcome. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck is you doing? Excuse
I don't
my
know,
language, yo. My
who's
fault,
this,
bro.
Who's this game on? Who's this game on?
Chet.
Game's on Chet?
Yes.
We're talking games on Coach right now.
No. Because No, because here's why.
That's on Coach, bro.
No, it's not because here's why. Here's why though. Bro, make a free throw. We could just keep playing foul them and play the free throw game. It's only 8 seconds.
But listen, we don't even have to play that game if we never fouled in the first place and just played them straight up. That's what my point is. When there was 11 seconds left, we had 2 timeouts. They could have just inbounded, came up the court. If they shoot a 3 or if they miss, whatever, it doesn't matter. At the very bare minimum, we could have held for the last shot in this situation. We didn't have to play a free throw situation. We didn't have to play a free throw game.
You
If they
only
made
saying
their
that
shot,
because we lost, though. If we won,
no.
Even if you want to play the free throw game, you don't foul like you're the team losing when they inbound the ball right away. You got to let them take 2 to 3 dribbles. Mind you, they got to go the whole court.
Oh, you talking about
Caruso? They don't have fouls.
You talking about Caruso?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Caruso
I want you on that.
94 feet twice. Let them get past half court.
Are you sure that's the coach, though?
That's coaching.
Yeah,
he said to foul instantly.
They did it every time. They fouled instantly every time down the stretch.
We're fouling like we're down 7.
Let's get into
some of these. Don't need to be doing that.
Let's get into some of these stats real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Just to recap the game before we go crazy.
The worst coaching job in modern NBA history was today, because no coach has ever fouled.
I can't go for that, bro. I can't.
It is. There's no other game scenario has ever happened. I've been watching the game religiously. I promise you. You can look at the tape for the past 15 years. No other scenario like this has ever happened where you fouled 94 feet.
Yeah,
with
immediately.
2 timeouts.
Really bad. Anyway, look, before we go crazy, like I said, 121 to 119, Denver takes it on a buzzer, pretty much a buzzer-beating 3 by Aaron Gordon himself. Some of our guys we'll get into. Shea, 33, 10, and 8. Pretty solid game. Still under 50% from the field. Continues to do that through these playoffs. J-Dub, awful game. 5 of 20, 16 points. Dort, solid game, 14 points, made 4 threes. Hartenside playing pretty good, 12 and 9, and he was the most efficient defender on Jokic tonight. Chet, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 missed free throws to lose the game. Alex Caruso, 20 points.
Balling.
Defense.
Balling.
Kind of a concern when Caruso is scoring 20 and we're not winning the ball game.
I know.
That could kind of just show you where this series can go for Denver. Don't want to talk about it, but Jokic, 42 points, 22 rebounds, 6 assists, and a whole lot of flopping. A whole lot of flailing. A nice elbow to Lou's back of the head, which they still call the foul on Lou for. That was good. Jamal Murray, 21 points, 6 of 16. Did pretty good on everybody besides. Westbrook had 18 points on 7 of 13, and Gordon, obviously 22 points, 14 boards, and the game-winning 3. Listen, there's a few ways you could look at this game, right? You could look at it the way that Sapphir's looking at it. Probably, one of the worst coaching performances down the stretch. I thought he choked. I think he made bad decisions. You could look at it as a team. Chet missing 2 free throws, not getting back in transition on that last, 3-pointer by Gordon, letting them come back into the game. For me, I'm the type of guy, I don't want to sound like, an arrogant person, but I don't think they were allowed to win this game. I mean, the foul calls that they were giving Jokic, and the fact that Jokic was able to play 10 minutes with 5 fouls and just not get even close to a foul call. He attacked J-Dub twice on drives, and they didn't blink an eye. They ain't blink an eye. Mind you, both of our bigs had 5 fouls. Man, I mean, just a disgusting loss. And listen, we've been saying all year this team's really resilient, one of the most resilient teams I've ever seen. They're going to have to show it in game 2, because if they don't win game 2, it's looking like it's already wraps.
All right, I have to say this. This game, honestly, with the way the Nuggets played, and the way we played, I felt like, are we really expecting Caruso to always be scoring 20 points? Not really. That's not the expectation for the series. That's not really, from a scoring output perspective, who he's been in the regular season. He hasn't been that way for a while. And then on top of that, the thing that really kills it for me is Michael Porter Jr. is injured. We're giving him more, as the series extends, he's getting more opportunity to get that shoulder healthy. He only has 2 points, and we lose this game. The further this series goes, the worse it is for us, man. I know they're coming in rested. Why are we not attacking Jokic all night? He should be fouled out by the third quarter, to be honest, with the way he plays. he's not able to guard any of
We're
our
not gonna let that
guards
happen.
attacking
We're not
him.
gonna-
Yeah, it's hard to attack him though, bro, when they're running the zone like that. The way they were playing zone, it's hard to get in the lane and just get fouls on him though, bro.
That sparks
It is.
another thing. For the first 3 quarters, I was screaming at
We
my
didn't-
TV by
We didn't
myself.
attack him.
We didn't. We were shooting threes galore. Like we're the best 3-point shooting team in the
I
league.
know.
The hell they doing?
But that's
They're
zone
running
though.
up-
That's what zone's supposed to do though, Joe.
Not even in the zone. Even when they were playing man to man, they were coming off screen shooting threes.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. If they go to zone, you got to attack and shoot threes. You can't just sit on the outside. You got to have someone in the middle. And then if you get an open corner 3, I get it. Like, it's the best shot. But, I mean, I got to go into it. But we shot way too many goddamn threes. We were up by, like, 14 points. And we shot 3 straight possessions. 3, 3, 3. And they were all misses. We ain't got good shooters on the team besides Isaiah Joe. And he wasn't shooting the ball tonight.
No.
They crushed us on the boards. 72 boards to 53. We had more assists in this game as a team. We had more steals and blocks.
We shot
And
43.
we had 18
3-point shots.
turnovers and 2 points by Michael Porter Jr. And we're up 3 with 2 timeouts. This is a must-win scenario when you're in that type of scenario. With all 3 of those things as a factor, they're high turnovers, which is what we want. Their second or third best guy is not scoring the basketball. And then on top of that, like we're in the perfect closeout situation where we had the MVP. We can settle for the last shot. That's the scenario in this. We're up 3, 11 seconds to go. They
You
bring it
gonna
up
pass the
court.
ball though, because it seems like he wants to pass the ball in every clutch situation he's been in.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I'll get into that as
Hey.
well. But going back to that last scenario, they bring it up, they shoot their 3, they make it. Okay, it's tied. We have the basketball in our hands with the MVP closing out the game. I trust that more than anyone else shooting free throws or any other scenario. And honestly, in the NBA, like in terms of top 5 scenarios, we want Shea with the basketball. The Knicks want like Brunson with the basketball with the game on the line. Like that's the type of scenario you'd rather have than the one that played out. And then to get back into the fourth quarter, I was pissed. 9 minutes to go. We rested Shea and Chet after 2 weeks of them resting. Like, come on. Like they've been resting since the end of the NBA season. So there shouldn't be a rest scenario. There's not enough urgency in Mark Daigneault. I'm calling him out straight up. Full first name, last name. There is not a sense of urgency. You have to play your starters more minutes. I don't care about Wiggins getting into the game, Joe. Screw the freaking, we got tons of depth or whatever. Scratch it all, man. This is a must-win game scenario right here. And they're not treating it like this is a championship level roster that we're going against. People forget they just won a championship here not so like recently. And this is a 3-time MVP, whatever. Like, we're not playing the level of urgency. We're not matching it. And that's not what I expected. Like, I expected the rust, whatever. J-Dub, misses his shots. That's fine. Like, I'm cool with that. Just the way we lost tonight is just so despicable. Like, it can crush the morale of a young team. People still forget we're still one of the youngest teams. The only real championship level player that we have is Alex Caruso, and he's stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, he did.
And we can't expect the other guys to step up, every single game. So they've got to. That's where coaching comes in. And that's what I'm most upset about. It's not any of the players. It's on the coach.
I mean, Aaron Wiggins shot the ball once tonight and had 5 points.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of him. I mean, we were cruising with him in the game in the first half.
And the other person that I'm going to put a lot of blame on is Shea. Shea's passing up in the zone. You go into the middle of the zone, you shoot shots. I don't care if you miss. Put it on you, man. If we lose this game, I'm okay with you going down with the ship. You're the captain. Why are you giving it to your co-teammates to shoot? They're not the captain of the ship. The ship sinks with you, man, and he does not realize it. He's not getting the memo. And we talked about that. We talked about that, Joe, a lot, where he's not catching the memo in the last couple of games of the season, and then he's going into the Memphis series, kind of playing relaxed, and then he's going in with the nonchalant stuff. here, you can't do that in the second round against
Shying
this
away,
level of
man.
a team.
Shying away, and it's not a good look. I'm not confident I'm down the stretch. I'm not right now. There were possible games in Memphis that we definitely could have lost, and
Yeah,
he, it wasn't him. It was really like J-Dub and Chet
carrying us.
carrying, not like carrying us, but like doing most of the work. Yeah, and I mean, you could have 33 points, but if you're going to go 12 for 26, that's not Shea numbers. Like, Shea's
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Shea shoots
doing that
55,
though, bro.
60%, bro. Like,
I'm going to tell you right now, if we lose next game, we won't even get to see the MVP presentation in Game 5 the way we were expecting, because that's when it's scheduled to come out. We won't even get a Game 5 situation if we lose next game.
all right, let's scratch all
Ridiculous.
that. Let's scratch all that. Here's another way you can look at it, right?
It's a little bit of an overreaction. I know it's fresh, bro.
Here's
No,
another way.
we'll be
Here's another
okay.
way
No,
you can look at it.
you can't lose in this scenario. That's not.
You
That's why
can't
it's
lose,
not.
though. No,
you
you
can't,
can't
you
lose,
can't,
but
you
bro,
can't.
it's okay though. It'll be all right though.
Let's
bro.
talk about it this way, all right? Let's talk about it this way. We lost game 1. It's a 7-game series, right? Last year in round 2, we blew out Dallas by 20 points
Beat them
in game
bad.
1 and lost, right?
Yeah.
Look at it this way. Jokic had 42 points and 22 rebounds and got every damn call under the sun today. They won the game by 2, right?
Yep.
They won the game by 2 when Jokic had 42 and 22, right? And 6 assists. Jokic is outstanding. He's not going to have 42 every game. I can guarantee you that. They won the game when the Thunder shot 35% from 3. That was ass. 43 3-point shots. I don't think they're ever going to shoot 43 3-point shots again. I hope not. That's the bright side, I guess you could look at it. I mean,
Yeah, usually I'm one of the most bright side type of guys. You guys know, but when I look at
the fire tonight,
when I look at a game like this, this has to be a winnable game. When I'm looking at all the things in the stats that are pointing towards, they have a lot of turnovers. Their third best scorer has 2 points. They out-rebounded us. These are all scenarios that's going to continue on for the rest of the series where they're going to out-rebound us. And eventually there's going to be games where they have low amount of turnovers. And when that happens, we have to capitalize.
So, Capers, this is what I was talking about. You know, I said this a long time ago during the regular season, and I kind of got some heat about it, but I got to speak truthful.
Go ahead, bro.
Dagnall was experimenting a lot in the regular season, and it was costing us to not lose games, but go down by double digits early, and then we'd have to climb our way back. And then he was also bad down the stretch in the playoffs last year. And I said, he's really got to prove it this year, because if we don't win this year or don't go to the Western Conference Finals at least this year, auto hot seat for me. I don't care. I don't want to say I've seen enough, but there's spots where this guy, I can't back him up. Okay. Like, how are you fouling? How are you fouling? Like, I get the foul game. And almost NBA,
just not that
almost
fast.
every NBA team does it. How are you going to foul with like in 0.5 seconds when they got to go 94 feet?
Yeah.
Like, bro. And you can't say it's the players because they did it 3 times.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know. What you think?
So this is my question to you about the first point. What was your problem with him last playoffs?
Last playoffs, it was kind of like the same thing in the first round, right? I thought, honestly, in the first round, we swept the Pelicans. I think Willie Green outcoached him. There were some close games against the Pelicans without Zion Williamson, right? And then second round, I mean, he had no idea what to do with the rotation. He couldn't make his mind up. He was starting a guy in Cason Wallace. The next game, he was starting Wiggins. The next game, he was starting Joe.
Right.
That's not how you win games, bro.
Okay, now I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. Okay, well, I mean, bro, I don't even look at it like that, bro. But I'm not saying your guys' points are wrong. Just make the free throws, bro. Like,
it could be that simple. It could be that simple.
Guys, he looks scared.
Chet?
Yes.
Oh, man.
He was shaking. Bro, just knock the free throws down. We're having a whole different conversation. Here's my question. What adjustments do you guys want game 2?
Play.
I can hear you now, bro.
Play Shea the whole fourth quarter. That's what I want.
Less bench, more starters, in my opinion. They're running 7 guys. Why don't we slim it down and get our best scorers on the court at all times? Just saying.
I honestly don't think there
know
needs
about
to be
that.
many adjustments. The biggest one I could think of is less threes, more attacking Jokic, more attacking in the pick and roll. If they do go to zone, still drive to the rim, still get to the middle. You got to be more aggressive, and just a little more urgency, man. A little more urgency when you're up by 14 points against Denver, and you see the foul calls start coming. You see Jokic start flopping. Jokic pulled a rip through like a defensive end on Hartenstein in the fourth quarter. They called a foul on Hartenstein. But you just got to be like, when you're up 14, just keep it up, bro. Just keep it up. Like, we get so like it didn't matter. Shea was smiling during one of the timeouts, and I'm like, bro, I thought you were like the next Kobe Bryant mentality, right? I thought that's what this guy was. And he's laughing his ass off on the bench. I see Case and Wallace and them laughing their ass off on the bench, and it's a 5-point game. Like,
because, bro, there's a reason they laughing. They wasn't worried, bro. You talking about at the end of the game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
I honestly thought after that Westbrook 3 from the corner, wide open where he missed that. I thought it was game after that. I thought that was our game.
I thought he was gonna make that one. I wasn't even gonna get that mad either if he made that one, to be honest. I saw it going up. I'm like, of course.
I know. I was so beyond confident. I was like, it's the script, bro. OKC, he's gonna hit the shot that gives the Nuggets.
Well, he got the assist, and he also got damn near 20 points on the most efficient Westbrook we've seen in a while.
In a long time, bro. I'm just so sick right now, bro.
Yeah, man.
Also, like Caruso, you're a vet. You're 90 feet away from the basket. Why are we trying to play defense between 2 defenders that far away, or like run through 2 offensive players that far away from the basket?
Because he wants to steal. He's aggressive, bro.
I got a question for you guys.
It's just like time and play. Like, I understand that in the first half, but
did Jokic get away from Chet on that fast break dunk, or did he swipe down on him?
He swiped a little bit, but you're still supposed to make that though.
Not enough to foul him out, though, right?
Not enough to foul him out, no. But Joe, you see what I'm saying?
Here's what I'm gonna say to make the free throws. Yeah, no, I fully agree.
Not the free throw, the dunk.
Oh, make the dunk. Yeah, that too, right? But you were saying make the free throws before, which you're 100% right. You make the free throws, but here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. We were up by 1, so we go back up by 3.
3 again.
They're going to have to go full length of the court. We're going to foul them within 5.5 of a second.
Yeah.
And it's going to be over and over and over again. And the way you play that is you're bound to miss at least one free throw. You're bound to miss at least one free throw if you're just going to keep fouling and fouling and fouling. The game was never going to end. It was going to be foul, and oh man, it was breaking my brain because the team that's down is supposed to be the one that is fouling.
I had a generational crash out on TikTok because I was live on TikTok for that last set of plays.
Me too.
Where we're fouling, and we need to link up on that, by the way, but. Bro, I'm over here crashing out on TikTok where it's like, I'm confused. Okay, off the first foul, I'm like, okay, why are we fouling 94 feet? And then the second time it happened again, I was like, wait, why are we fouling 94 feet from the basket with we're not even letting time run off the clock, man. I was confused. I'm still confused and dazed. I understand. LeBron on his podcast explained, you usually should foul in a scenario where you're up 3, but you only do that with a certain clock management situation. You don't do that with 11 seconds in a free throw game. Like, incorrect.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
scenario, and they don't have timeouts. Get 2 timeouts.
Like what you said before, right? You got 2 choices. You can foul, or you could, let them try to hit the game tying 3.
Exactly.
With 2 timeouts on your side and then go back, right? Like, we're going to get the last shot no matter what. But when you do foul, let them drive up to half court, 3-4 seconds go off the clock, then you foul, right? But here's
you can go for a half court trap situation, see if we can get a steal because we have the second best net rating defensive team, whatever.
Bro,
and we can run that too.
All you got to do is guard the perimeter. If they hit a 40-foot 3, well, damn, go make a 2 and win the game. Go get to the rim and get fouled and hit 2 free throws for the win.
I thought we
were
run a
guard the perimeter. If they go full court and we guard the whole perimeter and they go, all right, let's get the quick 2 and foul, they're down to like 4 seconds left.
Also, it takes usually 8 seconds just to get to half court anyways if you're running a full court press. So even if they got past it and they got an easy 2, you live with it, and then you take a timeout, and then it's a free throw situation. And guess what? And then we're up 3. And then they have to go back down the court with only 3 seconds left. That is the scenario that we were supposed to be in. But the scenario we got in was the dumbass shit that they fucking Mark Dagnall did.
Do you guys think we're not ready for the moment yet?
Mark Dagnall's not ready.
Is that a question we need to have?
You trying to make a big headline?
Bro, are we not ready for the moment, bro?
Here's my answer to that.
We'll still win this series.
I think.
Are you sure though?
I think.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll still win the series, but man, now it's just way tougher. The reason I'm pissed is not because I thought we were going to lose the series. It's just we have to go 7 games now, and then we have to go possibly 6 or 7 games after that, and then we have to either see the Celtics or the Cavaliers, who are probably going to beat the brakes off of on their side of the bracket.
I'm surprised the Knicks won a game tonight. Holy, I had the Celtics in 4, bro.
I had the Knicks in 4. Trust me. That's another story for another day.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
I had the Knicks going to the finals for the season.
That's crazy, man.
No, it's not.
Anyway, yeah, dude. I mean, to answer your question, I think the team is ready for the moment. I'm not sure if the coach is ready for the moment.
That's what I'm saying.
When J-Dub goes 5 for 20, when J-Dub goes 5 for 20, I'm not going to say that he's not ready for the moment because he had.
Why not?
Game.
He did the same shit. He's last season around this time.
No, but he's
hold up.
He's different now
because he played every game last series was a great game for J-Dub. He has one bad game. This is a 7-game series, bro. You make adjustments. I guarantee you next game, J-Dub comes out and it scores at least 20, bro.
I agree with Joe on this. He'll even out his series. His series numbers will be around 20 to 22 points per game. Him and Chet are still going to get their 20, whatever. They're still going to be amazing on the defensive end because they can play both ends. The way they impact the floor. That's where J-Dub's game has gone to another level. Even if he's not impacting on the offensive end, he still has great defensive attributes.
And then I'll give you one more thing about J-Dub. I love the guy.
The Peyton Watson dude had him on clams all game.
Bro, this was the same problem last playoffs in the second round.
All right.
He needed to up his game, and then here we go again. He had some
J-Dub
questions to answer. He did not answer his questions.
He had a fantastic first round. He had a bad game.
That's not what he's getting judged on.
He had a bad game 1. There's still 6 more games left of the series. If he doesn't pick it up, we can talk about it then. But when has J-Dub shown you that he's going to go in and score 30 points nightly? He's never been that guy.
No.
He's not a Russell Westbrook to the Kevin Durant. He's not. He's outstanding. He's great for us. He's a great ball player, great defender. We need him to score 20 on decent efficiency. We're not asking for 30 points. Consistent.
But still, the whole reason we signed Wiggins and Isaiah Joe or signed them the longer contracts is to bring scoring off the bench, and then we give them double-digit minutes and they combine for 5 points. That's just not going to be enough scoring off the bench.
That's a good point too.
Aaron Wiggins played 8 minutes in the first half. He finished with 14.
Casey Wallace.
Who's that on? Aaron Wiggins shot 1 shot and made it, and got to the free throw line, made both, and he didn't play in the second half at all. He played 3 or 4 minutes in the second half. Who's that on? Is that on the player? I don't think so.
Yeah, Wiggins is not getting enough minutes as well. He should be seeing some more minutes. I don't know, man. I'm looking at the box scores on both ends. Shea has 33 and we lose. Caruso has
maybe not Wiggins, but if Joe's whole role on this team is going to be if Isaiah Joe's whole role on this team is going to be 3-point shooting, he at least has to make 1 or 2.
Yeah, he got to break the game open for us.
Chet's only given us 12 in this one. He's got to give us more than that. I'm telling y'all, we can't expect Caruso to be stepping up offensively like this every single game.
20 points, but hopefully J-Dub could do his thing. Caruso will stay consistent on the defensive side of the ball, and he'll stay consistent with, 10 points per game minimum, I would say, in the playoffs. I mean, he's definitely ready for the moment. I think Hartenstein's ready. We just got beat tonight. We got pretty poorly coached at the end of the game, but it shouldn't even have got to that point. We took our foot off the gas. Hopefully they wake up and blow them out of the water in game 2. Now I'll ask you guys a question. When they do blow them out of the water in game 2, what are we going to be talking about? Oh, OKC's way better than Denver. Fluke game 1.
No.
Gonna win the series.
No.
That's what we're gonna be saying. I guarantee.
No, because then you got to go prove that you can beat them twice at their place. And we don't know if we can do that the way we was playing. We got to see, bro.
It's all
And
about
what if we don't? What if we go down 0-2? Clearly, they proved they could come in here and beat
If
us.
they go down 0-2, the series is over, and I'll tell you that straight up. Like, this team isn't winning four out of 5 games. It's not going to happen against a good team. Good teams won't lose 4 straight games like that. It's not going to happen.
We just came
Especially
off
going into their home. It ain't going to happen.
We just came off the most rest for starting a group of guys in a long time, and we just lost that first game. Like, it's just a tough scenario. The other thing that I'm looking at is we missed a lot of free throws in this game.
Bro, Shea included.
Shea missed 2. Shea missed 2.
Obviously, Chet missed his 2. J-Dub missed 2. We are typically a pretty good free throw shooting team.
We're the best team in the league at free throw.
Jim, what not playing basketball for 9 days will do to you?
No,
I don't care about that. You're a professional.
Yeah, thank you.
Gotta be able to make a free throw.
But you got to.
Yeah,
bro.
there's no excuse.
Like,
You
I
gotta
can
know
promise
the magnitude.
You gotta like.
I mean,
bro, it's not like they weren't practicing. They
Yeah,
said during the game they had a strict NBA schedule. They had hard practice. They had a game day ready practice. They were practicing. They were still playing basketball, and they're NBA players who get paid millions of dollars to make free throws.
the reason why I'm going to agree with Capers about us having to beat them on their home court, the largest lead today was a 10-point lead. We couldn't even get these guys away from us on our own home court. If a game like that,
it was like 13. It was like 13 or 14.
Yeah, I think it hit 14.
Well, yeah, there was a 14-point lead, but it still felt like they were right there.
No, that's true though. It was 14, but it did feel like they were right there though.
Right.
Yes.
And if that's the feeling that we get on their home court, or if they're up to start the game and we have like a slow start, it's just tougher to bounce back in this type of series when you lose the first game. Especially being, I don't know, it's still playing in my head. Like, I'm sure it is in the guy's head where that's the scenario you're in. And I think it was just the wrong read. Nothing else about this game in terms, we played the perfect game, the whole game. Like, we held on to the leads, went into the fourth quarter, the players did exactly what they needed to do. It was just horrible execution in terms of the foul situation. That's what it is. That's the thing that has me mad. I can't even blame any of the players.
It was horrible execution.
I can't blame Chet either. Chet's not the reason that we lost, in my opinion. Like, fans can hate it, whatever. Chet was put in that scenario because of Mark's decision to foul, so far away from the basket twice.
Here's another thing.
And burn through timeouts.
Here's another thing. I got to go back.
By the way, if we had an extra timeout, we could have, put it in the MVP's hand. And
we could have called timeout but we would have had the extra timeout if coach didn't challenge the play that Shea told him not to, right?
That one too.
Y'all on his ass tonight.
Oh yeah. We've been on him.